Alright guys, so I've got something a little bit different here. This is going to be a quick unboxing comparison for the new second hour Mandala Burst. So this is a limited edition watch. They're only making 100 pieces. I actually ended up buying one because I was so impressed when I previously bought this other one. So this is actually going to be the third version of this watch I'm checking out on the channel. The previous one is this one that I bought. That one I ended up buying after I did the review of a loan piece. If you want to see that, I'll leave a link to it up here. So I'm going to quickly show you what it's like with this new special edition version, the new limited edition one, in this new different colourway as well. See how it compares. So we'll start with the older one. So here's what the packaging looks like. I was really impressed with this when I got it. It's just really cool, really interesting looking, and it's useful as well. But they have changed it up slightly for this new one. We've got that new logo there, and we've also got the different colour on that section underneath, kind of hinting at the colour of the dial. You can also see as well, they've shrunk down the packaging slightly, so it's a little bit more compact, which is always good. They're always looking to improve things with this watch, and also the packaging for it too. So, speaking of which, let's open these up and show you the comparisons between the packaging of the two, because they carry on to the inside as well. So, here's all the bits I got with the previous one. I'll quickly open up the new one and show you what you get in there as well, and then we'll go into detail on the bits and pieces in there. And you can see that colour difference is carried on the inside as well. Other thing you probably notice straight away is the fact that the newer version has a pouch section to hold all the bits and pieces, whereas the older one just had two sections to hold different watches, which, depending on what you're going to be using it for after, could be a positive or a negative. I personally like that it's got the pouch to hold all the different bits and pieces, so they're not just loose rattling around like in this one. Now let's quickly go over the bits you get inside it. Starting with the warranty card. So the previous one was just a plastic card, fairly simple, quite flexible. Did have the date on, and that was good. But this new limited edition one is actually a metal card, so a little bit fancier. And again, dated. And you get a 2-year warranty on both, because you can still actually buy both of these, so links will be down in the description for both. So this is what you get in the older version, the adjustment tool, compared to the new one, which again, just looks a little bit more premium. And also it's got the covers on the end, so you won't be scratching stuff if you do have other bits and pieces in the case with it, which again is a nice touch. Next up, we've got the extra straps that come with these. So the previous one, which came with a standard kind of NATO, fairly basic, although it does have the branding on the buckle, and it is nice hardware. But the newer version is actually an elasticated 2-piece, which is really nice. And again, we've got that stitching matching the colour of the dial again. And again, obviously, it's got the branding on there too. It's also quick release as well, which is a nice touch. So if you do want to swap it out quickly, you can do. Next up, we've got the screwdrivers that come with each. They're fairly similar. So the one on the left is the one for the original version, and then the special edition one is the one on the right. Not really all that different, just slightly different look to them. A little bit more weight to the newer version. And then finally, we've actually got the watches. So I'm not going to go into detail on this. I'm going to do a separate review comparing these two in more detail, but you'll quickly see, just looking at them here, there's quite a big difference between the two. They've changed up quite a few different things. It's not just a colour change they've made. There's obviously different versions. You can get a date and no date version of the normal one, as well as different colours obviously, but with this new burst one, you can only get it in the purple, and you can only get it with the date window. So if you're not keen on that, obviously you're going to want to go for the other versions. If you follow the channel, you'll probably know that I've got a bit of a thing for purple at the moment. Got a few purple watches in the collection now, which you might have noticed in the background here. So these two I've actually got reviews for already. I'll leave links to them in the top if you want to check them out. This other one, I haven't quite got around to doing the video yet, but that will be coming soon once I get a few other videos out of the way. But let's get down to this one again and quickly take a look at it in a bit more detail. As I say, the full comparison review will be coming a little bit down the line, because I've only just got this in. And so far, I'm really impressed. I'm really liking it. I really like the previous one, obviously, because I ended up buying that after doing the review of the loan piece. But this one, I think I like even more. There's quite a few subtle little changes. So if you haven't seen the review of the previous one, I'll leave a link to that. And don't forget to subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss the comparison review. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.